This is Mitch Fowler for Communications 1105 Speech 4. I'm now going to hand the camera over. Here we go. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about my mother, Marisa Fowler. Let's get started. Alright. Who is Marisa Fowler and where did she come from? Marisa Fowler, like I said, she's my mom, and her two parents were Fred and Shirley Miller. She was born into this family with next to nothing. My mom grew up in a very hard life where she, like I said, she had basically nothing. She had to steal, she had to beg at times, I'm sure, but you know, they always made it, and she always made the best of it. 13 years later after my mom was born, she was adopted into the Grandy family by Lawrence and Carolyn Grandy, where she lived with them until she was 17, then after she married my dad. My mother's happiness is like a beacon lighting up the future. So a lot of this speech is going to be based off of that, because my mom is a person that no matter where she's at, where she goes, everyone knows who she is. She makes friends. She could be walking down the street and literally come out of that situation with a friend. Here's a picture of my mom cheering me up after my nose and throat surgery. I don't look too great there, but this is actually after like a 10 or 12 hour day for my mom, and she still came by and brought me food and all of that. How has my mother impacted me? Growing up, my mother was really the only one who I felt could really understand me. No matter what I was going through, she was my shoulder to cry on. The biggest thing that my mom taught me was that material things are not everything. Like I said, with her growing up life, she didn't have any material things. So throughout the years, a big thing for her was just, it's not about what you have, but it's about people. You know, influence everybody you come in contact with, and that is what's most important. Here's a picture with my mom with a group of kids that she kind of mentors. It's not just that group, it's different groups, and it's been that way for a long time. But my mom has set the example for me and my brother, my older brother, to love everyone that we come in contact with, like I said in the last slide. But my mom knows no stranger, and no matter who you are or what you look like. About 4 years ago, my mom was diagnosed with cancer in her pancreatic duct. Like I said, my mom's just a cheerful, happy person, and once they found that, it didn't change her at all. Not a single thing changed about her. She actually had a procedure that she only had a 50% chance of living. She was in the ICU for a really long time, but my mom still pulled through it, and it wasn't a big deal to her. It made her stronger. Even in the ICU, my mother was lifting people's spirits. I mean, basically on her deathbed, still making people happy. I think that says a lot about her character. Then a few years later, last year, my mom also found out she has 5 tumors in her stomach. My mom will not tell anybody, she won't let anybody tell anybody, because, well, now you guys know, but because she refuses to let people know that she's in any kind of pain, because if my mom knows that you're in pain, then she will feel like she can't help you. And that is a really big deal for her. One major thing I've learned from my mom that I think everyone should know and could also benefit from is find joy. My mom's biggest thing is think yourself happy. She says it all the time. She's always putting it. She has her signature on her text, which I guess that's still a thing. But if you would take this literally, think yourself happy, just every day, my mom is just trying to influence everyone around her, and it's been a real uplift to me to see all the things she's been through. Like I said, everything from being born into nothing to, you know, then getting married at a young age, and just so many things. The surgeries. A few years back, my mom got bit by a Rottweiler, and it was extremely terrible for her as well. She just had so many things go wrong, and you would never know if you met my mom, because she's not just a beautiful person on the outside, but she's a beautiful person on the inside, and she's constantly trying to help and mentor others. And that is the end of my slide.